Hey guys, it's Hypothetical Tiger or Aaron or however you know me. If you don't know me, I've been learning Japanese through immersion since 2020 and I make videos about that here on my YouTube channel. Not just how to learn Japanese, how I learn Japanese, but also my life in Japan and stuff like that. So if you're interested, kick back and get ready for a banger, okay? This is going to be about me living in Japan for the last 2 years and an update video about that and how I feel about the country. Am I leaving? Am I staying? Do I hate it? Do I love it? We're going to answer all of those questions here today in this video, and I hope you are going to watch it right now. I'm filming it. I don't know how it's going to go. You don't know either because you're watching it right now. Let's go. If you see me look down here, that is because that is where my notes are. I'm going to do my best to be a little bit of a cheeky editor guy and edit out times when I'm looking at my notes. So hopefully during this video, you don't see me mid-sentence start looking down at my notes because I have a habit of doing that. So if I can avoid that, then we can actually have a clean video and I might be like a YouTuber. Like what? We got a setup going on. If you're new to the channel, you're like, oh, his videos always look like this. If you've seen me before, you're like, wait, is he like trying? Word on the block is, I might be trying. Enough of my nonsense. Let's get to the video. To start this video, we're going to start talking about my work life. Now, I also recently put out a video about switching jobs in Japan, and if you've seen that video, basically what you'll know is that my work life was bad, and now my work life is really good. So we're going to go into that, and I'll just explain that basically again here. So it'll be new information for some people, and not so new information for other people. I love my job, okay? I get to work from home. I love the people I work with. I love the project I'm working on. I love like the vibe of the company. I like all the people at the company. I like my salary. I like basically everything that comes along with this job. The only parts that I don't like about it are usually self-inflicted damage because I like to sabotage myself because God forbid I'm happy or things go correctly because that means something is going on in the universe. So if the universe isn't going to stop it, I sure as hell am. So that's the only thing that ever goes wrong, really. But other than that, I love my job, like genuinely. Even today, like I was kind of stressed about some things, but during a meeting, we talked about some things and things got like cleared up. And I was like, wait, I forgot. My job is great. And when I talk to these people, things just work out and we all figure it out and we work well together. So yeah, I'm very happy about my job and I really, really like it. So you're not going to hear any complaints from me in that front, at least not at the moment, let me tell you. Especially with the shit I had to deal with in my last company towards the end. Nope, this is like heaven. It is, I swear. I really don't know what else to say here because that's it. I spoke about everything in the switching jobs video, like what led to this, but the quick TLDR, too long, or TLDW, too long didn't watch, is that previous job, came here, was a dispatch worker, went out to companies, so I worked for my company, but they sent me out to other places to basically do slave labor for these other people. Not like actual slave labor, but like wages wise. Like I'm working for pennies while I'm just doing some random bullshit for a Japanese company, basically. It was fine at first, switched departments, went bad. Manager was a bumbling buffoon. He couldn't do anything. He was incapable of like probably tying his own shoes without help. I don't have proof of that, but I'm willing to bet that he would have at least a little bit of trouble. Basically, I can't complain about anything from this job. A, because nothing has gone wrong yet, and B, because if I compare whatever does possibly go wrong, it's not going to compare to that. So I'm kind of just like, well, what are you going to do, I guess? I'll just be that guy, that boring guy who likes his job. You know what? I'm okay with taking that role at the moment. I'm sure that last year in the video, I don't remember, I didn't actually watch it. I should have watched it before doing this, but I don't know if I talked about it in the last video. Like maybe I was like, oh, I like my job or I'm enjoying it. I might have mentioned it was like easy and I didn't really have to do much, which was true. And I kind of like had a good time with that part of it and everything, but I don't know if I would say I was happy with my work life maybe in terms of like overall what I was doing in terms of like my role at the company and like job role and stuff like that. So probably different, but the year update video was also before the giant job collapse happened. So, hey, what are you going to do, dude? Like the opinion back then doesn't really matter because right now we're living the life. So who cares about a year ago me? That guy was dumb. I'm very happy that this is a good section of the video. Do you know how sad it would have been if I started out this 2-year update in Japan video with like, I hate my job, I want to die, this place sucks, it makes me want to go home every day. Because I thought that with my old job towards the end. So good thing that I didn't have to film that video then. That would have been so sad and so not motivating for anybody watching. I know you guys want me to succeed because you've been here since like a lot of you before I actually moved to Japan. So I'm sure you're probably rooting for me in some way. So I don't want to like put out a video where I'm like, yeah, dude, this is we're cooked. I'm not gonna lie, we are cooked. So I'm glad that I don't have to do that. That's a very good thing about this, I'd say. But yeah, final thing on this, if you want more details, check out my switching job video that I made before. Next, we're going to talk a little about my social life in Japan. So we're going to start with Japanese friends. Now, the real answer is none. Honestly, none. Now, I might, like, compared to some people, have, like, maybe a more stricter, like, definition of a friend. Just, like, I gotta, like, you know, we gotta talk every now and then. And there's no Japanese people who I have that type of relationship with. I have Japanese people that I could message, and we might have a conversation, or we might be able to like meet up and go get drinks and stuff, which means it's all on me to make the friendship. And running theme in my life is I'm terrible at taking initiative, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do that at the moment, and it's something that I've really wanted to change. And I think I mentioned this in my last video, and I mentioned this time and time again, that it's something I want to change. However, I haven't been changing it. So I've also mentioned this before. If I keep saying I want to change it, but I don't change it, do I actually want to change it? I'd like to believe I do. However, I guess I just don't have like the courage or the balls or something to just stop being a pussy about it and like actually put myself out there and make these things happen. Because I'm sure if I actually like attempted, I can make some friends. Like I don't think it's that hard. I'm not like an idiot who doesn't know how to make friends. As I'll talk about a little more when I get to the foreigner friend section. I can make friends. That's not the issue. It's just getting myself in those positions. I will never put myself in that position. So unless I'm taken out of my room and plopped in that position, it almost won't happen, at least from me. So it's really hard. Yeah, it's just really hard because once you have one initial friend, it can be easier to meet more people because you kind of can build off of that and like meet their like mutual friends and like go from there. But when you don't have one friend, you are really stuck. It kind of like you got to break through the wall. And breaking through the wall is the hardest part, and I can't get myself to start taking the pickaxe and going at the wall. It's just I can't do it. I'm too scared. Unironically, I guess that must be it. I'm just terrified. So yeah, maybe I really hope that in the 3-year video that I like can say something different about this topic, because I feel like in the 1-year video I probably said the exact same thing. I might have mentioned that I did hang out with some Japanese people and all that, and I haven't in this last year, really. I haven't really met any new Japanese people besides when I'm with other foreigners. But, like, on my own, like, where I've met up with Japanese people that I found or I became friends with, like, that I haven't, nobody. It's literally just been, like, nothing, dude. Nothing. Which sucks, but I have no one to blame but myself. So, I'm putting this here as a thing for everyone just to, like, I don't know, I guess make fun of me, whatever. I guess you can do that. But also as like a log for myself is like really like, okay, dude, like can we please lock in for this next like year, and then maybe something new will happen. But I don't know, dude. It's already March. We're already a month into my 3rd year living in Japan, which is insane, and I haven't talked to any Japanese people besides the people at the grocery store, people at work, and my girlfriend. So if that's where we're at 1 month in, I think I'm fucked, dude, because I'm not gonna do shit. So I don't know. It's something I want to figure out, and I want to say I will put the time in to figure it out. However, based on my previous actions, I cannot say that I will follow through, which is sad and depressing to say out loud and pathetic, unironically. Like I believe that is a pathetic thing to say, but I'm saying it because I think it's important to be honest with yourself about those things and be honest with you guys. It would be stupid if I came up here and was like just spouting bullshit about how like, oh, well, I don't care. It's whatever. Or like, oh, you know, I'll try, or I'm trying. I'm not trying. I say I want to try, but I'm not trying. So, you know, maybe that'll change. Maybe it won't, but I hope it does. That's one thing that, you know, I'm always thinking about, and I always am slowly trying to chip away at it in different ways. But I can't say that I made any significant progress, which is just sad. It sucks. But you know, that's life. Sometimes you don't make progress in areas you want to, and you make progress in areas you didn't expect. So I'm not super upset about it. I still have a lot of time, unless I die tomorrow, which would be pretty sad. That would just suck in general, you know, dying. Like, so hope that doesn't happen. But I should have a lot of time to like at least try to break out of my shell, and I'll get into it a little later, but I'm sure I'll have more opportunities to meet Japanese people and make those friends that I'm lucky that I'll get those opportunities, but I believe those opportunities will come. I have thought about joining maybe a club. I have since I moved, I haven't looked in this area about like different clubs or stuff like that might exist. I know where I used to live, there was like I think it was like a spring or summer like softball league, and adults could join and stuff. I was like, oh, I would love to join that, but of course, kodoryoku nai kara. So I did not. I didn't do it. I can't take the initiative. So I did not join, or I didn't even try. So yeah, maybe I would like to look into that. I know that would be a great way to meet people, especially because like aligned interests are the best way. And not all my interests, but a lot of my interests revolve around being inside. So if I can find some things that are outside that I am interested in, and I can meet people that way, that might be a good idea. So I would like to hopefully look in that. So maybe even if I don't join a club, hopefully within the next year I could say I at least looked at the clubs in my area, and maybe I just didn't find something I enjoyed, or at least tried and I didn't enjoy it, or something like that. Maybe that should be the goal for the next year. Either A, go to a club meeting of some sort type thing, gathering, or, you know, just look it up at least and know what's available, and then just say, well, nothing for me, and then just give up. Or try something new. I think trying something new would probably be the coolest thing, because you have to learn from people. Love teaching things, and learning from people is so cool, especially when people know how to do things. I love talking to someone who's like not a moron, and they're like, oh, like this is how you do this, and this means this, and like you're like, damn, this guy's smart and knows their shit. Like meeting someone like that is always awesome. So I think getting taught something would also be really cool, and like I don't know, it just gives you an opportunity to talk about it more. So the more I think about this and the more I talk about it right now, because truthfully I haven't thought about this too much besides when I wrote it down on my notes, this seems like a great idea. I should actually look into this. Hopefully I can follow through. That would be really cool. Next, I'm going to talk a little about my foreigner friends. So basically all of my friends in Japan are foreigners, and they are people that I know from online, from the AJAC community. So a lot of these people don't live in Japan, sadly. Like there are some people I know here that do live in Japan who I do hang out with every now and then. But most people don't live in Japan, but when they come to visit Japan, we hang out, and then that's when I meet like other Japanese people, other AJAP people, like Seven Stop, Nico. When me and him hang out, I meet like at least 3 other AJATers almost every single time, and probably between 5 to 15 random Japanese people every single day that like we hang out, and it's always fun. And he gets you in those situations because he's super good at the whole making friends thing, so I'm so thankful for him whenever I hang out with him, and he's just super fun to hang out with as well. But yeah, I love my AJAF friends here. They're awesome. Like my AJAF friends here are great, and even people who I'm not like super close with, but I have met here that are a part of like the online Japanese immersion community or stuff like that, have also been super cool, and everyone's like nice. Like I haven't met someone who I met them and I was like, ugh, I don't like this guy. Like everyone I met has been awesome. Like, and that's the people who live in Japan, and that's the people who have visited Japan, and we met up at whatever thing. So that includes people like all the people at the Kanji Eater live stream when he came to Japan. That includes like people like Nico, people like Kai, people like Wyatt. Like if you know those people, you know, but people like Jared, like when I meet those people and they come to Japan, it's like also super fun. I've also had a lot of fun like meeting some of you people. Like some of the people who watch my videos like will reach out to me, and like they'll be like, I'm coming to Japan, and I'm like, yeah, let's meet up, dude. And like, or they're living in Japan. Like there's some other AJAT like people who are like I haven't been able to hang out with a lot recently, but I want to hang out with them a lot again soon, hopefully. But yeah, I didn't want to move to Japan and be in a foreigner friendship bubble, but it happened. And I thought at first I wouldn't like it, but I think because of the friendships that they are, and we always talk about this whenever it's like me, Nico, and like other AJATers, but the like shared experience of getting good at Japanese to the level we all get through the method that we all do it, it really like there is bonding there. Like as cringe and stupid as that is, and as like fucking Disney movie-esque as it probably sounds, like there is a real bond there that and we have a shared experience that we understand. Like if you don't go hard at AJAT stuff for like a period of time, or like you don't get good at Japanese, you can't relate to certain things that we can all relate because we've had those experiences. So people like AJATers are the easiest people to become friends with, and I found that I've quickly been able to have like pretty good friendships with a lot of people just because it's so easy to just hit the ground running. So yeah, there's probably names I haven't mentioned here of people I've met or hung out with or that are my friends. But if I haven't said their name, I'm sorry. Or if I haven't said your name, I'm sorry if you're watching this. But like, just know that if you've hung out with me in Japan, like whether whether you live here or not, I'm so happy I got to hang out with you and I've had the best time. So that part of my life, I'm very content with, and I'm sure it'll just keep getting better. There's gonna be no shortage of people moving to Japan here, because it seems like the thing is you get good and then you're like, shit, I'm moving to Japan. So I'm sure this part of my life will only get better and more entertaining and more fun. So I'm super thankful and just excited. It's also great because when I get to hang out with all those people, I usually meet like Japanese people where I get to speak Japanese, or I get to at least like meet other people to maybe become friends with. So it's like, it's really helpful for someone like me who's not going to go out of their way because they're a bitch, basically being like, come hang out. And then I hang out and then like I get to meet people through that. Because once I'm there, I'm good. I'm not like I'm weird. Like you've seen my videos, come on. But like, I feel like I can become friends with people. I can do all that. That's not the issue. It's getting in this situation that is the main issue. But so thank you to all my AJF friends and people who pull me out of the house. You guys are the real ones, and the people that are actually like providing value into my life because I can't fucking do it myself. I also just thought about it. With all this deprecation about me like not being able to do it, I'm not genuinely like upset about myself. I'm just like disappointed, but I know that like I can fix it and turn it around as long as I actually try. So don't like take this as like a sad video like during this section where I'm kind of like bitching about not having friends, like bitching, or I guess, or being like, oh, I'm shit. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It'll get better. But, you know, like, am I satisfied? No, I'm not. But like I said, I still have a lot of time. So I'm not going to like dwell on it and like make it my whole thing to where I'm worrying about it every day. I have enough of other shit to worry about, especially at the moment. I'm just like, I'm all right. Okay. I'll figure that out when I figure it out. We'll get there. That's how I'm viewing it right now. Because there's a lot of good parts, and there's a lot of like, I wish it was better parts. But there's nothing like, I'm not like here and I don't know a single human being, and I'm sitting here like staring at a wall every day because I can't talk to anyone. I can still talk to people from home, talk to people who I know here, talk to my girlfriend. It's not that bad. I'm fine. It just could be better. And I think that's okay. But I feel like that's probably how you're always going to be. It always can be better. But it's still not as we're like, you know, there's could be better, and then there's like, this is the line I want to like cruise at. I'm not at my cruising line yet, but we'll get there eventually. At least I hope so. One day I'll try and we'll get there. I tried and I got there with Japanese, so why can't I do the same thing with, you know, making friends? That should be easy, I guess. Hey guys, sorry, you just finished the giant friend section of this video, but quick thing before we continue. On the screen, in the description, in the comments, and there's gonna be a link, okay, to a YouTube post where I'm basically gathering questions for a Q&A video that I want to make eventually, where I answer your questions about learning Japanese, life in Japan, my life in general, me, whatever you want to ask me about. Ask me about my favorite anime character, what's my favorite video game, favorite manga, whatever. You can ask me it. So either comment on this video or in the description, go to the post link, or, you know, if it's in the comments, whatever I get the link, or put it. Or if you're just lazy, put it in the comment of this video. Just be like, question for the Q&A video because I'm lazy, and then write your question. You don't have to write the because I'm lazy part, but like, I will judge you and know you're slightly lazy. But that's okay, I'm also lazy. I would do the same thing. I mean, come on, I'm not fucking going to another link just to write a question when I'm on this video. Who do you think I am? Your servant? Nope, not doing that. So, I understand. So without further ado, let's continue on to the finance section of this video. Woo! Money! 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 Okay, as mentioned by the dude before me, who happens to be me also, this is now the finance section of this video. So, I'm not going to go super in-depth with my finances like I went in the last video. I mainly went super in-depth last time because I was in an abnormal situation, and by abnormal, I mean not making a lot of money, but living in Japan, in Tokyo or whatever, with paying student loans back home. And I just wanted to show the reality of what I was living and, like, give you, like, a bigger look into that. I'll still mention some numbers and stuff and maybe put them on the screen, but I'm lazy. I might not edit this video too much, to be honest with you. We're back to the old hypothetical tiger. You take it or you fucking leave it, am I right? But I'll give you some numbers and I'll kind of like I'll explain, okay? Oh, hello. I'm actually in the middle of editing this and putting this in after the fact. It's funny, while I was watching the video, I'm like, oh, if I even edit this, I probably won't edit this. I might put some numbers on the screen. Well, you know what? I made a whole damn Sankey graph again. So here we are, okay, guys? So we're going to quick go over my finances. I'm not going to go into super depth about what all of these categories are comprised of. Just know that the numbers there, it's not necessarily like I'm going to spend 75,000 yen on food/daily life. It's just I have budgeted up till then, okay? Because I think that is a normal amount for my life and the things that go in that category. So to start, as you can see, my gross pay is 450,000 yen. That is because my salary went up. My old salary, I forget if I mentioned in the video, I'm sorry, but my old salary, my gross pay was 240,000 yen per month, and that was at the end of my last job. Before that, it was mostly 20,000. Not 20,000, 200,000 or 180,000 a month before tax. So yeah, this new job is insane. I got a nice pay raise, so I'm at 450,000 gross, which after about 80,000 yen of taxes comes out to around 370,000 yen. These are all like around numbers. So from there, I got 370,000 yen to play with. So actually, savings, I can basically save 105,000 plus yen a month pretty easily. So I just want to get that out of the way right here. That's the first thing I want to talk about. That's the thing that's the big thing for me. I love that. It's insane. I will go in a little bit more depth about why and how and all that, but you know, we'll see. So out of that 370,000 yen, the obviously most important thing that I have to pay is my rent. Woo. So I got to pay rent. I got to pay utilities. So that is gas, water, electric, and internet. And I got to pay for my student loans back home. I still have a balance on my student loan payments. And currently, I'm only paying the minimum that I need to pay. But within the next month or two, I'm going to start basically doing 2 or 3 payments in 1 month, basically every single month, until it is paid off completely, so that I can shift that money into investments and my life from here on out, and not into my stupid student loans. So thank you. So that's about 115,000 yen. After that, I have transportation, which basically you got Suica for your trains. You got, I don't know, if I would go take a taxi or some shit, that would go in there. I only ever take the train. So I have it at 10,000. I only upped it to 10,000 when I got this pay increase, because I was like, I guess I could just add more to the budget. It almost never hits 10,000 because I don't go places that often. I'd say it hovers on a high month. It maybe hits 5,000 yen, I would say. Next, we got food plus daily life. So for the food, we got like grocery stores. We have eating out, and that's basically it for the food. Okay, and then daily life comprises of things like clothes, or if I need, like, I don't know, like new shampoo, like stuff like that, like razors, like things that I need for my life. And I have Amazon in that category. Not everything I buy at Amazon gets put into here, but just a lot of daily life things I'll end up just buying them on Amazon because I'm a lazy loser and I don't want to go outside. I actually haven't gone to the grocery store recently because Saint Seiyu is based and it's 24 hours, and on the top floor they have like some house stuff so I don't need to go to Amazon. It's awesome. But yeah, that comes out to about 75,000 I have allocated to that. I almost never hit any of these. The only number that gets hit is the rent, and this is the only thing that ever gets touched. So yeah. For fun, I have 50,000 allocated, which is awesome, and it's a lot. It feels really weird to like think that I have that much money that I can just like effectively. I have already put it in a spot that I'm like, hey, I can spend that. I can spend all of that every single month, and I really like it would be fine because it's already there. But yeah, that's just like, it's crazy. And coming from where I was last year, I like all of these numbers feel insane to me still. I'm not used to it. And it's really cool, and I'm super happy and proud and grateful of where I've came in the last year. So I have 15,000 yen for like doctor stuff. I don't go to the doctor often, but if I do, then I make sure that, I have some money budgeted to it. There is health insurance. I do have health insurance, obviously, but the health insurance only covers like certain things and it doesn't cover all of it. So you still got to pay some money, but it's never a crazy amount of money, and I don't go to the doctor often enough. So I have never hit over 15,000 yen. I think the most I paid is like 2,000 or 3,000 yen going to the doctor. I don't remember paying that much money ever, unless I'm just forgetting something though, which is possible. Actually, the Ningen Doku, I forget how much like the annual health thing was. That might have been 10,000 yen, but even then, it's not going to hit 15,000 unless something more serious happens. And even then, I don't really know. I don't know about medical costs here because I just have health insurance, and every time I go, I pay whatever it is, and it hasn't been too much, and I haven't done anything super serious. But I have had some like things looked at and stuff and been sick, so I don't know. Who knows? And then yeah, the final number that I highlighted on is out of that leaves me about 105,000 left over. Now, when I said that these are all about like a bit like if numbers, these are my real budget like for these ones basically. But I won't hit this, I won't hit this, I won't hit this, I won't hit this. So even though I have that much money allocated to these categories, I don't almost ever hit it unless like there's something like bigger in life going on, which isn't super often for me. So as like a base, just by like being under these budgeted numbers, I already am able to save 105,000 yen a month, which is awesome. That's crazy to me. That is literally over half of the money that I got every single month as my net income with my last job. I was netting 200,000 yen a month at the end of my last job, dude. This is 105,000. It's barely over half, but it's over half. It's like, if you really think about it, like this, I don't think, it's not very common for it to hit 50 or 60,000. This sometimes hits 50, but like 30,000 is completely normal and doable. 20,000 is doable. Hell, 10,000 is doable, obviously. So like, it wouldn't be insane if I had months where I can save 150,000 yen. And I'm not putting this out there to brag or, try to just be like, ooh, I have money, like I'm cool. I'm just putting this out there because I think I owe it to you guys, like just show you how my life is and like what's up, because it's how I've done it from the beginning. But I just like, this is because I worked hard and I was able to get a new job, and I got really lucky with my new job and things went well for me. This isn't everyone's experience. Not everyone's going to move to Japan and have the shit salary I have and then come and then this is their financials the next year. It just doesn't happen. So if you are in Japan and you're watching this and you feel bad looking at these numbers, please don't feel like your life is bad or like that your job sucks or that like whatever. These are like, my circumstances are completely unique to me, and I feel extremely grateful and lucky, and I feel like I'm still in a dream every single day I wake up in a lot of ways. So I hope these don't make people feel bad. I just thought about that while I was recording this, but I hope this doesn't like affect anyone in like a negative way. Because that's not the point. It's just giving insight into what my life is like. But if you want like my feeling on what this feels like living on this, because it is so new and because of moving and the amount of money it costs to move in Japan for me, and how I'm still like building up my emergency fund back, because in my brain, without my emergency fund, I say I'm broke and I have $0. Like, so if the number in my bank account is lower than what I have my emergency fund at, which it's not like I'm asking for 6 months, 7 months, 12 months of rent or like living expenses in an emergency fund. I have a very like simple 3 months living expenses that I want to save up. So until I have that in the bank, I basically view my money as zero. So right now, I haven't really been able to experience this where I feel like I'm saving 105,000 a month or 105,000+ a month, and I'm able to spend 75,000 on food in daily life, or I'm able to spend 50,000 on food, but like to the fullest extent. But I have had glimpses of it, and it just feels nice. I think the theme of my finances last year was trying to remove as many things as I could while still enjoying life as much as possible. And sometimes that was a hard battle, and I don't know if I won that battle every time. However, I think the theme of my finances now is a lot more comfort and relaxation. I'm allowed to have fun more and buy some games and make some stupid purchases. I went to Book Off the other day, and like well, not the other day, but I went to Book Off, and I've wanted a PlayStation Portal for a while, and I was joking with my friend, like, I'm gonna go to Book Off, and if they have one, I'm buying it. And I went, and they had one for it was like 24,000 yen, and the one I was gonna buy on Amazon was like, I think 37,000, and I was like, damn, that's a pretty good deal. And like, I was just like, you know what, I have the money for it, like, I can buy this. Like, before it would be like, no, I definitely can't, or if I did, I would have had to save up for it, like a good amount of time in like a month in advance to make sure I could buy it. But now it's kind of just like, oh, well, that's in the budget. Like, that 24,000 yen actually fits perfectly into my budget, which is crazy to me that that much money can fit into the budget and I'd still have room for other things. And that's not like it was my one purchase for the month of a fun thing. So it is very new and I'm still getting used to it, but I'm super grateful and I'm happy. But I'm not going to become a spend everything. I'm going to continue with my savings and move towards FIRE. That's the point of this. All of my income increases, basically probably from here on out, I assume that my normal lifestyle costs will never really go up until maybe like rent and stuff, like for getting a house and maybe that stuff. But in terms of like fun and like my food and daily life things, I don't see my finances going very much higher past this. So I think any pay increase I receive from here on out, most of the extra, all of that new money is just going to go straight to savings and investments. And that's awesome. And I'm very happy about that. And I'm happy that within 1 year, which I did not believe would happen, and I literally, like I said, it still feels like a dream, and I think this every day. I'm so happy that I'm in this position now. And I didn't think that would happen. So it's crazy that already from year 2 onwards, I'm basically like this could obviously change as time is of cost of living and like life circumstances change. But at the moment, it's like, okay, any pay increase from now on is just more money to invest. So any pay increase is just more motivation for me to be able to retire early, which is really, really funny. It's like, okay, work more or work a different job or a new job or a higher position job to get more money so that you can then quit the job faster. Which is the funny thing. And I know I've been mentioning FIRE, and I don't know if I mentioned my plans how I want to early retire before, but at least lately, because I really like my job and everything, I'm actually okay with working. And I used to be like, oh no, I just don't want to work. I want to be done with this and just like neat and do what I want all day. But you know what? I actually do kind of like working. So if I get to a point where I could do it on my own terms exclusively, like, you know, Coast Fire type thing, I think that's probably my ultimate goal, is get to basically the point where I could fire if I wanted to, and then choose at that point if I want to work or not. So I don't want to put out there that I'm just going to quit the second I can. Like the second my bank account hits the number, the second my investments hit the number, I'm just going to like hit the eject button. But I definitely want to get to the point where like at any moment I can hit the eject button if I want to, you know? Because I think there's like a super beautiful thing about that and like super reassuring. So that's kind of the plan with that. This became sort of a ramble. I didn't expect to spend 15 minutes on this little finance section, but I hope this was a nice little insight, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. I'm almost done editing it, and it should be going out very soon. I'm actually editing this. I'll give you a little fourth wall break on March 11th, and it is 11:13 p.m. It just turned 11:13. So I don't know what time this video will be out, but I gotta put this in. I gotta then watch it one more time to make sure I didn't forget to edit out anything that needed to be edited out, and then I can upload it. So we're almost there. So this is like an hour-long video. So it definitely will not be out before midnight or before 12:15. So yeah, without further ado, I will stop yapping, and you guys can enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you guys so much. I love you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please, please, please. Okay. Bye-bye. So now that we've looked at like my budget, and you can kind of see how much I can save every month and like what we're really dealing with, my goals with money right now are take out my student loans, which are only about 1 million yen. If I just need 1 million yen left to pay for those. So pay off my student loans basically, then save up 1 million yen for emergency, and then basically just go ham on investing as much extra money a month. Like I'm talking like 100,000 plus a month into investments as much as possible. and just do that forever. And then other than that, money-wise, I want to go home this year, so I'm gonna have to spend money on that. I also just want to get my apartment swagged out and shit. Like, there's stuff I want. Like, I want to live in this apartment for a while because I really like it. I like the area, and like I like a lot of things about it. So I just want to get shit, and because I have money now and I can buy shit that I've wanted, I'm just gonna get shit, okay? Like, but I'm still gonna do the savings and all that. But like, I'm gonna use some money for my fund budget and like extra that I have. I'm gonna have fun and get stuff. Like, I want to buy a new chair. This is a shitty 10,000 yen chair where the fucking armrests feel like concrete and they're broken and it's shit. I feel like I'm sitting on the ground right now. I want to get a nice chair because I work from home. I'm on the chair a lot, okay? I want to get a nice chair. I want to get, this is going to be really cool. I want to get a TV stand to put in my corner of my room and just have Japanese, like, corner of my office, and just have Japanese TV just like playing all the time so that I can just like always have like passive immersion or just like watch Japanese TV because I never watch Japanese TV. I don't have a TV with a tuner, so I can't watch Japanese TV at all. So I haven't ever been able to, and I really want to. So having it there would be awesome, I think. And there's just like other things. I want to buy manga. I want to buy more games. Like, there's things I want because, like, dude, I want to have fun with my life, but I also want to save and be diligent and all that stuff. So yeah, right now we're trying to get right with the finances, get the loans out of the way, and then just ball, I guess. Ball and have fun and invest like a motherfucker because we're retiring early, damn it. We're doing it. Fire baby, fire baby. I'm not gonna like kill myself and go super hard to fire as early as possible, but we'll cruise there. We'll definitely get there pretty good and pretty early, I think, as long as like I'm not a moron. And I think that with this situation, I can hopefully not be a moron. At least I hope so. Okay, let's talk a little bit about things that I enjoy. So, events. I think I talked about this last time as well, but living in Japan and being able to go to a concert of your favorite artist if you win the lottery, which lately I have been. I'm going to a lot of concerts. It's fucking awesome. Like, events for like pop-up stores for like video games. I went to the Persona 3 KO collaboration pop-up store, pop-up like shop in Shibuya, and I went to all the spots and did the stamp rally because I live on the KO Sen. So it was just like really cool. Like, I loved all of that. Like, being able to do that is awesome. I can't do that in America. Like, it's impossible. So being able to do that will always be something awesome, and it's something that when I was in America, I was always super sad that I couldn't do, and now that I can do it, it has not lost any novelty. I still love it so much. Like, last month in February, I got to go to the Makoto Shinkai 10-year anniversary of Your Name film concert, where the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra, I don't know if that's the actual name, I just know the Philharmonic Orchestra, so I just put that in there, but they played the music, and there was, like, the movie scenes were playing on the back from, like, Your Name, Suzume, what's the other one, Weathering with You. From those movies, all in the background, songs from those movies. The artist who sang the songs, like Yojiro Noda, the fucking main vocalist, the dude of Radwimps, was there, and I got to hear him sing Sparkle live. This concert was like probably 2 hours long or some shit. I shit you not, I must have not been crying 5 minutes of it. I was crying the whole time. Because if you know me and you know anything about my story, I literally started getting into anime and liking Japanese stuff because of Your Name. So without that movie, I'm not here today. All of that shit means so much to me. I got to hear Sparkle fucking sang live with the movie playing in the background, with an orchestra playing the fucking music. And I got to hear Zenzen Zensei live and stand up with everyone in that building and clap along to Zenzen Zensei while Yojiro is going fucking hard on the stage. Dude, I cannot explain to you how much that literally was so amazing that I could not hold back those tears even if I wanted to. That was actually one of the best days of my life, and I will never forget that moment ever. I still can picture a lot of that concert because I was absorbed in it from the moment I sat down to the moment I left. You can't do that in America. Even if it came to America, it just wouldn't be the same. Have you fucking been to anything in America and been at a live event trying to enjoy it? That shit was quiet And I'm just like crying, like quietly crying. And there's people around me who I could tell are also crying because you hear the sniffling. And it was just beautiful. And being able to be there and know that like if I wasn't in Japan, I wouldn't have been able to experience that. It made me so grateful for like everything and so happy that I'm able to be here and do those types of things. So it's just like those things never get old for me because it's not possible for everyone, and I'm so lucky that I get to do that. So it's just fucking awesome, and it will never get old. If I ever say it gets old, then like, man, that sucks. That guy's a loser, because this shit will never get old. It is awesome. I love it. Another thing I love, and I've started indulging in it a lot more recently, is buying manga on release. Dude, I love physical manga. As you can see, I have some manga and stuff on the bookshelves. I love physical books. So being able to go to the go to the bookstore, and there's multiple bookstores near me, and on a release day for a manga that I'm excited to read and from a series I love, and being able to go buy it immediately, go home and read it physically, and just in the beautiness is just, it's awesome. Whereas in America, it's like I have to buy it on Amazon Japan, I gotta do bulk because of shipping prices and all this nonsense. And then you gotta wait 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, DHL's fast, but you gotta wait till to get there, and it's just a pain. But like here I can just go, pay 600 to like 800 yen, buy my volume, usually buy 1 or 2 volumes a month that are new, go do it, go home and be happy. It's awesome. And then I just love going to the bookstore because, you know, I'll just buy more manga. Like they're currently like re-serializing Akunohana because it's being made into a drama. And as a big Oshimi Shuzo fan and Akunohana fan, I want to buy all the volumes physically, right? So there's 10 volumes, so instead of buying all 10 at once, that's a little like, come on, buddy, you don't need it that much, all right? You've read it already. I have it all downloaded on my computer. There's no reason to like do it, right? But so every time I go to the bookstore, which is maybe once or twice a month, to get a new manga volume, like it for a new series, which I don't buy every series physically, only ones I really like some of the slop I read, I'm not buying that physically. That is download only, okay? But like physical stuff is like actual things I would like to collect in series I'm enjoying and liking a lot. So it's only 1 or 2 a month, really. So I'll go, and when I go, I'll do a sneaky, cheeky little, we'll buy the next volume of Akunohana. I think I've bought 4, maybe, 4 of them, so volume 5 is next, so we're almost halfway the series bought. But it's been great to just be able to do that, and like, I'm not like, oh, I gotta go to the manga store, I gotta go to the bookstore, I gotta go to the bookstore. But like when I go, it's like, oh, yay, bookstore, I love books, and then yay, ooh, manga, I get new Akunohana, yay. Like, the end of this month, Oshimi Shuzo's, newest series, I can't fucking remember the name, blanking on shit, but that series ends this month, so I'm gonna go pick that up. And I think Mieruko-chan also has a new volume at the end of this month, I believe, too. So I'll be going to pick up those at the end of this month, and it's just gonna be exciting. And then we're gonna, get volume 5 of Akunohana. We gotta continue that collection. Another thing I love is just kind of like the cheapness of like food and stuff. I have a grocery store near me called Seiyu. I call it Saint Seiyu because Saint Seiya, and I thought it was funny one day. And when I think things are funny, I say it once and then I do it forever, and no one else thinks it funny probably, but I do, so I keep doing it because I'm making the joke for myself at the end of the day, right? I can go to Saint Seiyu and get some nice, it doesn't taste like as good as like if I go to the like a restaurant, but I can get some nice tonkatsu for like 500 yen. 500 yen tonkatsu is pretty damn good. And it's not even just that. At my station, there's a little like tonkatsu like pop-up place type thing. And it's like, for like, the Tokujo Roskatsu is like 1,200 yen or something. It's not super expensive, and it's really good. So I occasionally treat myself to that. I usually make my own food, or I'm a loser and I go to McDonald's or like izakaya or something like that. But sometimes I want to get some of the grocery store food because it's a change of pace. It's a nice change of pace. Have those ready-made meals sometimes. It's good. And I like tonkatsu. Tonkatsu is so good. Oh my god, I could eat tonkatsu every day. I also really enjoy the brutal fact that some people might be sad about. Japan is pretty comfortable if you can speak Japanese. Life here is not that bad if you can speak Japanese. There's not many situations where I've ran into where it could not be solved because I can speak the damn language. So it's not very hard to learn how to do something because they can dumb it down, but I can understand it when it's not dumbed down. So if they dumb it down, I will sure as hell understand it. So I haven't had any issues. Like every time I think I mentioned this last time too, but every time I see people bitching online about going to the bank or something, I don't understand, dude. I've had to make 2 bank accounts at 2 separate banks now, and I've gone in person both times, and it has gone off without a hitch, with no issues, and I never once thought like, ugh, this is literal hell. I can't believe it. Like some of the people online like to fucking cry and bitch about because, I don't know, like writing their name on a form like 3 times is a lot of work for YouTubers. I'm sorry, I know. It's tough to write. But like, I don't know, dude. If you know Japanese, this place is fine. You can just live here normally and chill and do whatever you want. It's awesome. So, yeah, don't worry about it. So that's a good thing. So if you know Japanese, you'll like Japan because it's easy. You just live. It's great. The final thing that I love about Japan, I said this last time and I'll say it now, and I hope I keep saying it. It's just the general vibe, dude. The Japanese vibe is still there. Like the, ooh, Japan, ooh, whoa, Japan meme. The vibe, the weeb bullshit that you fell in love with to make you learn Japanese and get good and move here. Yeah, the vibe is still here, dude, and it's still fucking good. Like, if I go outside right now and took a walk, it's midnight, but you know damn well the wah is going through my system. 100%. So, I love it here. It's about to be the cherry blossom season. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be spring, and it's going to be nice. I'm going to want to go outside again. I think I don't like the winter because I don't want to go outside, and I don't like the summer because I don't want to go outside. When I can go outside, it's my favorite time in Japan because I love walking around here and just being encompassed by the Japan, dude. It's fucking great. So yeah, that's not changing. So if you're worried about losing it, I don't know, maybe you're just not weeb enough. Okay, so if you feel like the vibe is gone, now it is only 2 years, it's early, I know, but like, I don't know, man, the vibe feels like the vibe is gonna be there forever because I'm just like, I feel like my weebiness and otaku levels are just going up and up and up and up because I'm just a loser. So I don't see it stopping anytime soon. So that's good news to me. I'm a big fan, not gonna lie. On this section, I'm probably gonna be looking at my notes a lot because I just want to say what I want to say. And if you get mad at this in the comments, sorry. But this is a section about things I don't like in Japan. Number 1, politics. And I'm reading exactly what I fucking wrote because these words mean something, and I don't care. I said I wouldn't get into Japanese politics because I can't vote. But they decide to continue to bring foreigners into it on a bigger scale, and it keeps pissing me off. I'm not saying just foreigners who are tourists. I'm talking about foreigners who fucking live here. God forbid you get treated like anything. Like I know I'm not a citizen, but God forbid I get treated like, not just like a fucking like transactional working slave for however long. You get treated like a second-class citizen, and then they try to do extra bullshit just to make our lives harder. And it's just stupid, and I'm sick of reading the articles about it, and it's just dumb. I know online there's a lot of like fear-mongering and shit, but these policies are being created, and people are believing these things and want these things to happen. So it's fucking irritating, okay? Another thing I don't like is just the distance from home, dude. I mentioned this last time, and it hasn't gotten better. It's probably gotten the worst in this last year. I miss home. I miss home so much. I miss my family. I miss my friends. Yeah, I just miss it. That doesn't mean that I dislike Japan or I don't want to be here. It's just, man, it fucking sucks to leave everyone you know and go to somewhere new and be alone. Like, I'm not alone now. I have my girlfriend. I do have friends here, like I said. But it is not the same as living with your family or close to your family or friends that you've known your whole life. It's just fucking not. And, it's just something you got to deal with. And, it's okay. Like, I'm dealing with it. It just sucks. But that's why I'm going to try and go home this year because I want to meet everyone and see everyone again. So, it's one of those things where, yeah, it sucks. But, as long as I save some money and then get on a flight, I can go back whenever and hang out with people. So, that's a good thing. I'm trying not to let it get me down. There was a point where I was letting it get me down too much. And it just wasn't good. And it was just affecting me, not just, in that mental space, but other parts of my life as well. And it's just, not super fun, but we're working on it, and that's all you can do. You just kind of deal with it and move forward, I guess. Yeah, I think this is probably something that won't go away, until there's nobody there to worry about, I guess. But at the moment, it's just it's still here. It's not that I don't view Japan as a home. I still view America obviously as a home and super important to me and everything, but Japan is a second home now, and like if I say I'm going home, like I'm coming here because this is where my life is now. Everything's here. Like my job's here, my girlfriend's here. Like this is my life. So it's not a bad thing, but you know, it's just something you kind of have to deal with, and maybe I could be more open about it. I think I don't say it much. I kind of just like fucking like freak out on my own about it. But yeah, I call my parents and like we talk and I talk to my friends and stuff. But you know, a face-to-face interaction and actually being with someone and doing stuff together is way different than a call. Calls are great and they definitely make it not as hard, but it doesn't replace it. That's for sure. Another small thing that I hate about Japan. Maybe it was just my fault and I'm dumb. But I hate that when I order an AC off of the internet, they have a button that says, "Do you want you want to pay for installation? It's an extra 20,000 yen." Why, yes, I would like to pay for installation because me is not installing the air conditioner. Yes, please. Pay 20,000 yen. Price goes up 20,000 yen. Air conditioner comes. Pay price. Then, guy comes to install it. I need 20,000 more yen to install it. Sir? What about the 20,000 yen I paid for you to come here in the first place? So maybe I just misunderstand the whole system and I'm the moron here. But that is disgusting and that is a scam and fuck you, you're terrible. I just bought another air conditioner for the office now and I ordered it this time with no installation and I'm gonna call a local company to come pick it up because the air conditioner was 50,000 yen and they wanted 20,000 for installation. It would go to 70,000 yen. The air conditioner would come. I would pay the 70,000 yen. Installation dude would come, and just like last time he came and he had the gall, dude. He had the nerve to be like 30,000. And I was working at the time, so my poor girlfriend, she had to go out and like talk to him. And she came in and she was like 30, and I was like, I was in a meeting. I was like muted, and I'm like, you tell him I'm not going above, because I was pissed. I'm like. Because I realized at this point, as I was frankly Googling bullshit, I was like, well, even if I call a company now, it's still going to be like 20,000 yen to get this shit installed. So I was like, you tell him I'm not paying a single yen over 20,000 or he can leave. I was literally like, I don't know what she told him because that's what I said. I was like, I'm not paying anything over 20K. So if you want more than that, you can leave. Like, it won't get installed. And I would literally be petty and then just call someone else, do it for 20K and be done. But she went out there and then a couple minutes later came back in. She's like, he'll do it for 20K. I took the 20K out of my wallet. I gave it over because I was like, no, this is a fucking scam to begin with. But I'm not letting you ring me out of 30K. I'm not paying 50 fucking K total for this stupid ass air conditioner to be installed when it was already like a stupid amount of money to begin with. Okay. We're not doing this. So yeah. I don't know if I screwed up. Maybe I did. That's possible. Flashback to me saying life is pretty easy if you know Japanese. If I did screw up, that'd be funny. But yeah, that shit's a scam. So at least in my experience, if you're buying an air conditioner online and not through like a store or where you go to the store in like Yodobashi or Big Camera or whatever, if you're doing it online, do not ask for do not add the installation, okay? Just get the air conditioner and the Shitsugaiki, and then you call your fucking local place and you let them do it, because I think it's probably better. Maybe I'll give an update eventually about this, because the new air conditioner is on its way, so maybe I'll learn that this is also terrible, and maybe Japan just sucks. But for now, beware. I warned you, okay? And that's basically it. I wish I could say more about the things I liked and disliked, but honestly, there's so many things, big and small, that I can't remember, dude. I'm so bad at thinking why I like things and why I dislike things. It's so sad, but I'm so bad at it. And I always tell myself I'm going to start writing these down so I know and I don't forget. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down. I don't write down shit, dude. Like, come on. So maybe I will starting next year if I do a 3-year video. I don't know if I am or if I might wait till a little bit or until there's like a big update in my life. But we'll see. But even if I do a video next year, I'm willing to bet I will not write anything down. I say I will, I would like to, but I'm not going to do it. That's just so much effort. I'm lazy as hell, dude. I'm not going to do it. Sadly. Probably. Most likely. All right, now you made it to the future plans section. Woo! We're going to start off with my job. As you could probably guess, based on my beginning part where I talked about my job and my work life, I have no plans to change anything. Usually it's like every 2 to 3 years you can change jobs and like try and get a better salary and stuff. But honestly, I'm content with my salary and I'm content with the place I work, where my salary will probably naturally move up to, and I'll be even more content with it as long as like I'm content with the work. So I have no reason to switch jobs for like the next who knows how long. I could be still here in 5 years. I could be here in 10 years if it stays good, because I do like the company and the people I work with and everything so much. Like I enjoy it that much. So I don't plan to change anything. Nothing at all. And yeah, that's like the happiest thing I can say. I'm so happy I can say that. It's actually awesome, dude. All right, now we're gonna talk about my little bit life goals, future plans for life. I'm gonna read them straight off my notes, and we're just gonna go boom, 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 because they kind of speak for themselves, and I talked about them related in the previous parts anyway. First one, get my student loans paid off and get on the nice investment schedule, get that shit going. Hopefully make some Japanese friends somehow, stop being a bitch. Maybe we can grow up and be 25, because I'm about to be 25 in like 10 days. Oh my god, 25, woo. Get better at speaking to strangers / making conversation in general. This will be talked about in my 6-year Japanese update video in June. But one of the things I am not happy about with my Japanese is my conversation skills in terms of talking to people I don't know or don't have prior contact with in some way, or a reason to really be talking to them. So I'm trying to go out of my way to talk to people more just to get more comfortable with that. I feel like I lose 95% of my vocabulary and start being an idiot. Maybe I don't actually turn that way, but I feel that way. So I'm trying to fix it. And now I'm talking to people in stores if I have a question, whereas in English, I would just look around until I figure something out. I would never talk to a worker because I don't want to bother them and I don't want them to talk to me either. So I just wanted to find my shit. But now if I'm like looking for something and I can't find it, I'll actually ask a worker. I'm like, where is this? And I'll be like, oh, I need this. And like it just to get me to talk and like, stop feeling like trying to get over like the hump of speaking to people I don't know. I guess that's something I'm trying to do, and I have been actually doing it, which is cool. I just want to keep enjoying the good parts of Japan and try not to let the bad parts ruin the vibe. I bitched about politics in this, but what are you gonna do? Politics suck anywhere usually. But I'm not gonna let that ruin the good parts, because there's a lot of good parts and a lot of parts I love. So don't take me bitching about certain parts as they erase the good parts. In fact, the good parts really do overshadow the bad parts, because I'll be here for a while, I think, and I'll talk a little bit more about that soon. Go home at least once and see my family again. It's gonna be a great time. I can't wait. So yeah, I just mentioned that, but yeah, that's obviously a future plan. Want to go home and see everyone. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna happen this year. Cannot wait. Oh my god. Be a better person and like a better boyfriend. I feel like not just better person, better boyfriend, better friend, better like employee, better everything. I feel like recently I've been in a very like funk in terms of like mental stuff, and I've been lacking in a lot of areas lately, and I haven't been proud of like the way I like maybe have carried myself in the last couple months, or like some of my actions, or like things I've said maybe, or things I've done, whatever. Like I feel like I'm not doing what my best is, or not even really close to that, and I don't know, I'm not very happy about that, and I want to fix that. Get out of this funk that I'm in, kind of, and I think I am kind of getting out of it. I feel like life, and I've really figured out a lot of things recently, even though things are still kind of crashing in ways, but things are also working out in other ways, and I see a lot of like growth and progress and in things that I have been working towards, so that's really cool. And that's life, we're working on ourselves all the time, so it's just, just like with Japanese, just try to be better than yourself yesterday. Like, we're not all perfect, and we all make mistakes. So the best thing you do is just, if you make a mistake, or if you just feel like you're not doing your best, take that, look at it for what it is, and apply it to the future, and just like try not to do that again, or try not to let yourself get into that position where you don't feel like you're, proud of what you're doing all the time. I want to be proud of myself all the time. I want to be like, yes, every facet of life, I'm so happy that I'm doing this. I'm so happy that I can do this. I'm so happy that I'm acting like this. I always want to be happy and proud of myself, but that's obviously impossible. But no use in like getting down over it. Just, kind of take it in, like, let's just improve. Same with Japanese, same with everything. So yeah, just like life is kind of just like, I just want to do not like a reset of everything, but like, as you can tell through all these, I just want to really make some dedicated effort in important areas of life. And I think that's like the theme of this year, is just make a lot of effort in areas. And a lot of them are usually very important areas. I feel like a lot of my things and a lot of my goals for this year, especially the goals that I've written down, they're all very, very like specific, put a lot of effort into X thing goals. And I don't always have those goals, but it's been very nice. And I have been moving towards some and not moving towards others, but we still got a lot of time, and I'm planning to put in the effort. And no matter what, we'll be better in a year than I am today. That's the hope, and I'm sure I will. So that's something to look forward to, and I think that's awesome. Will I stay here for the long term? This is my updated answer for my 1 year video. I'm also just gonna read straight off my notes because it is easiest for these sections. To trust me. As of right now, I still want to be here, and I'm basically waiting until I can get enough points to apply for PR. It'll probably still be a couple of years unless I figure out some ways to increase my points. Future video, possibly? Might be a hint. I don't know. But for the time being, I'm looking at Japan as a long-term place to live. Probably forever, because girlfriend, all that. Getting married, kids, possibly, all that. But, that can still change. But at the moment, assuming I stay with my girlfriend, eventually get married, she can't live anywhere else besides Japan because she only knows Japanese. And I don't think she would like anywhere else to live and learn English. I'm not putting words into her mouth. She would agree. She's definitely meant to probably be here. I don't think she could long-term be away from Japan for too long. So I have to choose Japan if I want to stay with her, basically. That's not a bad thing, though. I'm not complaining about that. That's for sure. Don't worry. I'm okay with this, and I feel like there's less, I might go back to America than there was last year. Now I wouldn't say I contemplate it. It's just like, a lot of times I view it as, even if I went back, the problems or the issues that I'm having or the reasons that are making me want to like run away and go back, those things wouldn't necessarily disappear. So it's not an America thing or a Japan thing. It's just like a life thing. So I'm not like quick to be like, I want to go home and just get rid of this, because getting home wouldn't solve a lot of the things that usually come up, I think. Yay, go Japan, woo, woo, yay, I love Japan. Now, how has my Japanese changed? This is also an updated answer from the last video, and I also read straight off my notes because it's easier. I'm better, but obviously still not where I want to be. I've taken serious steps into improving within the last couple months, and I feel like I'm making strides in multiple areas, and I know what I want to work on. I will talk more in depth about that in the 6-year video, so this is going to be intentionally vague, but just know that I am working on certain parts of my Japanese to improve it, and I am getting better at parts, and I'm very happy about it, and I'm excited to talk about that. So yeah, things are getting better. Not perfect, far from it. We're getting better, not as good as I wish, and I'm lacking behind to where I think I could be, but that's okay. Not a race, dude, not a race. I still got a ton of time to keep getting good at the Japanese, so there's no problems here. I'm finally not really anxious to go to the store or anything, like where I might not know the dialogue tree flow of the conversation. I never have issues hearing things from strangers anymore, and my listening is very clear for things, so I feel like I don't have to be scared if I don't know the exact thing that they're going to say next. That's how I felt. I think I mentioned that in my last video, but like, this is probably just general anxiety as well of like, foreign language, foreign place, like having to do things. I don't want to deal with it in America like shit all the time anyway either. So like, I just also don't want to do it in Japanese probably. But the anxiety of like worrying about, oh God, what if they say something I don't know? Like, if they say something off the path that's normal, well, like, what if I don't know it or I freeze? But now it's like, I have no problem with anything. It's just like, oh yeah, like, okay, yeah. Like, I'm not like worried about doing things anymore, which is great, and I'm glad I'm past that point. Probably took longer than it should have, but whatever. I was too lazy to go outside. No, too scared to go outside. So you go outside more and you kind of fix things. Hearing a show is different from hearing like a real person's voice, not just like the voice, but like background noise and like everything that goes into it. And it took me a while to get adjusted because I would basically avoid the situation. I think a lot of people that have that experience when you first come here, because your brain just isn't used to those situations and circumstances, since all you've been doing is immersing and watching TV where it's very clear, even if there's background audio or like things in the show, it's very clear and enunciated. It's not the same. Even if you watch YouTube videos, it's not the same as being there in person and hearing a live human speak in front of you, and with everything else that goes around in life, like possible background noises, possible masks, face barriers, things like things that just get in the way. So it's not the same. So sometimes you have to adjust, and I think everyone has a little bit of an adjustment period where it's like not as easy as they probably thought at first, unless you come to Japan a million times and then you're like you get good and then you're like whatever. But as someone who like was good at Japanese and then came to Japan, it was definitely like a whoa, and I had to get used to it because I wasn't at all. This is something that I think a lot of people might not know, but I think a lot of people probably do know. But just living in Japan has not made my Japanese get better. I still have to be very deliberate about it, actually. Probably more deliberate about it than when I was in America. Because America, it was like, I was in America, so I had to do Japanese, right? If I wanted Japanese. It wouldn't just come to me. But here, because I'm in Japan, I can lie to myself and be like, well, I'm in Japan. Like, that's basically the same as immersion, which it's not. So because of that, you kind of like, you have to be more diligent to like get your immersion in and actually do things, so you don't just find yourself being like, I'm in Japan, and you realize you haven't done anything Japanese at all just because you've been like, I live in this country, and that's it, you know? But living in Japan has made me learn certain things or get exposed to things that I otherwise wouldn't. So it's been pretty nice living here for language gain stuff too. There's a lot of things I can't really think of an example, but there's tons of things that I've learned that I've only learned because I live here and I've had to come across that situation because of living here. Like, I just would never interact with it if I wasn't living here. So it's been cool to like learn stuff like that like you can only really know unless you live here for a certain period of time or you do certain things while you're here. I have some closing thoughts now. Number one, fuck the United States of America and their citizenship-based taxation. I am not going to elaborate. You can Google it why it's stupid as hell, but it's dumb and I hate it, okay? Screw you. Dumb. Tonkatsu's goated. Would eat daily. Mentioned that earlier. I hate Shinjuku Station. I can navigate it better now. I don't get lost every time, just once every 5 times where I magically take a wrong exit or an exit that didn't exist last time somehow. But I think last time I fucking cracked the code, dude. I think I cracked it. So now, next time I go, you watch. I'm going to get through it perfectly because I think I figured it out. Like, I'm good now. So next time, I'm going to be like, Shinjuku Eki, I'm a master. So you watch. That's going to be the real progress for the next update. I'm going to make that station my bitch. Going to the movies alone in Japan, heaven. Nobody fucking talks. Nobody does anything. You sit down, you watch the movie, you leave, and you go, yay. I love movies. I love going to the movie theaters. I'm probably going to go to a movie some point this month. I got to check. I haven't checked lately about new movies, but I love it. I love it. It's awesome. Go to the movies if you live in Japan. It's fucking awesome. I've gotten more gacha toys than I'd like to admit. And it's actually more than I ever expected. When I first came here as a tourist, I liked gacha as like cute gacha, yay. And I got like 1 or 2 or some of my favorite like series. And that was basically enough. I was like, oh, I'm all good. I've scratched the gacha itch. And when I moved here, at first I thought, that's stupid. Like, I don't need that. It's just a waste of money. But then, dude, then they start putting out like your favorite series, like gacha, PlayStation gachas, like little game case gachas, like cool gachas. Then you realize your mall that you live near has like a gacha place there, and when you walk around you see all of like the gacha that there are, and you're like, oh, I love that series, oh, I love that character, shit. And then you end up buying gachas a lot, not like a crazy amount, but like I haven't bought one in like months, but like there was like a period where I was probably like getting like 2 a month, which for me is crazy. That's a lot of money. That's a lot to spend on that because it's effectively garbage. Besides like shit that you put on like I put it on my bags, but my bags, my zippers and everything basically filled up now. So any extra ones I get sit on the bottom of my bookshelf. So effectively garbage. But I still love it because, you know, I love my goods. What can I do? Listen here, okay? The trains do not need to be blasting the heat in winter, okay? We are already dressed for the cold of outside, okay? We do not need to get into a train with a bunch of humans who are dressed up in layers, who are already hot with body temperature and the layers, and then add on the train heating on top of that. That's insane, dude. That's insane. It fucks with the vibe. I don't want to get on and then sweat and die. I don't like it, okay? Just take off your coat. Just take off your coat. Dude, I don't know how to explain it to you. When the coat's on, I want the coat on, dude. I still feel like we need American-sized drinks here, dude. I will never be okay with smaller drink sizes. I can't. I genuinely, I can't support it. It's like, I think if they made me, like, to become a Japanese citizen, they were like, you need to accept that our large is the correct size for a large drink. I don't think I could do it. I'd be like, dude, I'm gonna forever an American. Like, I'm tattooing the fucking lyrics to the Star Spangled Banner on my chest. Because, no, dude, I'm not. American larges, that's the correct large size. Oh, Americans are so fat, they need to drink 2 liters in a large. Yes. Yes, I do. Yes. When I go to McDonald's or when I go and I get a soda, I want it to last through my entire meal. Okay? I don't want to take a bite of some spicy food or some salty food and then want a drink to replenish my thirst and refresh me. And then after 4 sips, I'm already at halfway, dude. It's gonna hurt me. The only place that has large sodas is the movie theater, and I don't buy drinks at the movie theater because I do not pay money at movie theaters for items. I go in, I watch my movie, and I leave. I don't eat, I don't drink because it's too expensive to buy at the damn movie theater. But that's the only place in this damn country where I can buy a large drink that lives up to what I believe a large should be, and it is sad, okay? We need to, I don't know. Like, I don't know why after World War II, America did so many things to build up Japan, and we did not force them to take our drink sizes. It's really, like, we fucked up hard there. As an American, like, a lot of other things to apologize for what the past people in America have done. But, like, man, the past Americans should apologize to me the fact that they did not bring over real large drink sizes, because, disgusting. Disgusting. Oh, my God. Yo. Living inside of Tokyo, but not in the 23 wards is the way to go. You get the Tokyo, like, I don't know, shit, like the money, like I got 10,000 yen just because, like, whatever, I don't know why. You get the Tokyo, like, if they have, like, gas, like, going down or whatever, like I don't know what the hell is it called. You know, when they lower prices for electric or stuff, if they do that for, like, Tokyo or whatever. You get all that stuff because you're living in Tokyo, but you're not in the 23 wards, so it's not as expensive. Like, I live not in the 23 wards, but like in a place that has a decent amount of people and a good amount of things to do, to where you can't even, it doesn't even matter. Like, who cares that I'm not in the 23 wards? I have a nice big ass apartment with a nice affordable rent, really nice location from the station. The fact that I can't say that I'm in the 23 wards means nothing to me. I don't care. It's literally a status symbol. Every time I've ever talked to Japanese people about it, and I've asked about it, I'm like, is it actually, like, special in any way? All I've heard is, like, everyone wants to live there. And it's like, no, I don't care. If you want to live in Tokyo, but go into, like, somewhere that is not in the 23 wards, and I think you might actually have a better time. Downside, though, probably longer PR wait because of stuff. I know Tokyo takes longer, I guess. So probably edge of Kanagawa, edge of Tokyo, but, like, living in Kanagawa is probably the best. But, I don't live there, so I don't know. Mercari owns my soul. Used thing I need. Like, do I want like a video game or something, or like an anime figure or anime merch from an old series that they don't sell it new? Mercari is the place to go, and I love it. I had an addiction at a certain point. I haven't bought something from there in months, which is good. But, you know, eventually I'll start up again, and I'll be buying like couple things like a month, and it's like, dude, you gotta chill. But that's awesome. It's awesome. It's good shit. It's good shit. I'm still sad that I can't sit on the couch all day on Sunday watching football. Instead, I have to wake up only for the Eagles game because I love the Eagles, obviously. But I can't watch all of the games because they start at like 2 a.m. until like 11 a.m. on a Monday. I work. So I can wake up at maybe 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. and watch an Eagles game and go back to sleep or then continue my day. But I can't stay up and sit in my couch and watch football all day like I used to in the US. I love that. As a football fan, Sunday football, being able to sit in your fucking couch for however long and just watch TV, watch football all day is awesome, dude. I love it so much. And not being able to do it does suck. I'm glad I can at least watch the Eagles, and I'm glad I get to watch it with my friends. So I'm still super happy. It's better than not being able to. But damn, I miss a full Sunday slate of football, dude. Sometimes I get to do it, like when when a day off lines up or something. But man, it's just not the same. It's really not. Like waking up, because I always wake up late, like waking up at 12:30, then putting on Fox and watching the pregame show, and then sitting through the whole day. Yeah, I can't get that experience anymore. So I hope when I go back to America, I can go during football season. Actually, I will go during football season, because I want to go to a football game. But I want to go to during football season, and I'm gonna have a day where I just sit on the couch, and I'm gonna be like, Miju, this is what you do on NFL Sunday. That thing we do in Japan, that is not the real NFL Sunday. This is NFL Sunday, and sit there and watch the full slate of games all day. It makes me tear up thinking about it. It's beautiful. I can't wait, dude. I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. We've reached the conclusion. This is where I find out that my mic didn't record anything and I just recorded an hour 15 minutes of nothing. I think I would actually like cry. I think I would snap my phone in half. I don't think I could do that. I'm not strong enough. Not at all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was a good video. I don't know. I don't know how often to make these update videos. That's why I said I don't know if I should make a 3-year one, because I don't want it to become super like just samey. So I'll evaluate coming up to the 3-year mark if I want to make another video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this and got, another little update into my life in Japan, and you got to see me. If you have any questions that I didn't answer in this video, feel free to ask me in the comments of this video. I can put it in the Q&A, because I'll also take not just comments people ask for the Q&A, but comments that I think are good questions that I should answer. Those will get taken and be put in the Q&A anyway. So you might be in the Q&A just by asking a good question. You can ask me on the YouTube comments. You can ask me on Twitter DMs. Ask me on Discord DMs. You can do whatever. Tweet me something. I don't know. Email me. No, don't email me. I'm not giving you my email. I don't know. But obligatory, I can be bad at responding. I'm very on top of it so far this year. I have 0 unread DMs at the moment. But I've responded to everyone. But sometimes I take the time to respond. But don't worry, I will respond to you eventually. I'm not gonna leave you out to die. Hopefully, if I do, I'm so sorry. And you slip through the cracks, send me a DM again, and I will get back to you. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and become a member if you want to. You don't have to, but it's just a way to support me. Check out my monthly live streams, my multiple times a month. I'm kind of sporadic on when they do them, so keep a lookout on the channel, and it'll come up in your subscription feed when I'm doing live stream, for when they're scheduled. I also tweet about it, so check out all my social medias down below in the description. And yeah, I hope you guys are also doing well, and I hope Japanese learning is going well. If you're doing that, I hope life's going well. And if not, it's all right, dude. We got this, okay? Just keep going. Make tomorrow better than yesterday. That's it. By a little bit. Even if it's by 0.1%. Do something just to make today a little bit better than what you did yesterday. And if we can just keep doing that, I think that's all we need to do, and we'll get to where we want to be. You'll make the rest work from there as long as you can do that. Always move forward. Don't move back. We got this. Let's go. See you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Yeah, take care. Have a good one.